All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. YouTube, what's up, TikTok? And I guess what's up, Facebook? Because I'm gonna share the link on Facebook.
Try not to do any buffering. That's why we're going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing Streamlabs because until we get that fixed,
you guys won't see no shaking.
Yeah, and I'm waiting on people to come in.
Or pausing.
I'm giving people time to get the notification to know that we coming in. You always do that.
It does make you. I'm thinking if I pause as I'm talking or staggered, that does drive you crazy.
Right, but you always try to do like a dramatic.
Because I could see it happening. I could see it in the right, like, ooh.
Maybe you should have taught in class instead of
I told you
softball.
what I should have done. I've already said that. Now you repeat what I said.
You're taking softball.
I said if I have to go back to school to do in school, my counselors never encouraged me. My family, parents never did. I sat on the bench of some sporting events. I'm a drama. I'm into the acting and singing. I missed my calling in high school.
Okay, all right.
Darn. But that should tell every parent watching me, please
watch what your kids
watch
like.
your kids, observe them in their young days.
See what they like.
If they are in, whatever, they may be athletic, they may not be.
Right.
Don't put your kid who's not athletic on a baseball team.
That's funny you talking about athletic because that's what we opening up with, our opening story.
Okay.
Michael Jordan takes on Steph Curry.
Yes.
Michael Jordan don't talk to nobody. He's like a hermit.
I said this man getting
so
older
now. He's just talking. He's talking.
Grandpa Jordan now talking.
He didn't say nothing for 30 years. Now all of a sudden, everything he got something to say about something.
Yep.
And they want to see Michael Jordan against Steph Curry in any kind of way, any fashion. Because the young kids say Steph Curry's number one.
Yeah, they don't know nothing.
And our generation says Michael Jordan
but
is
you know what? The older generation always look at the young kids and go, y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing.
When we said Michael Jordan, the mom and them was like, we don't know what we were talking about. They were saying...
You can't go back too far in sports with my mom and them. So they kind of got to start.
Unless they go to the Negro League.
Thank you.
And it's going to be a bunch of them going to say that Michael Jordan don't have nothing on Eli Jenkins.
You know
Eli Jenkins. Nobody played better than Eli Jenkins. And we'd be like, who is Eli Jenkins?
Who is Eli Jenkins?
Eli Jenkins played for the Negro League. He bounced that ball more than any other black man or white man. There wouldn't be no Michael Jordan if it wasn't for Eli Jenkins.
Oh, my goodness.
And Michael Jordan say you're right. It wouldn't be. I know Eli Jenkins, and it wouldn't be me.
But you know what? Aside from inventing something or starting some kind of a word or something,
right.
We are the generation that is taking the start of foundation.
I don't want to say generation. There are certain people that transcend time.
Thank you.
Michael Jordan is one of them.
Right. In
Michael
my generation.
Jackson, no generation.
No.
Time.
No. The point I'm making is because what you just said is not understanding my point.
All right.
Because of our history as Blacks in this country and our involvement or lack of involvement with sports and other things, there was a time and place where things started to open doors, start to open for us as Black athletes, Black musicians. I'm saying my generation and a little bit after my mom started the foundation of a basketball player who was this good or a football player with these many runs and stuff. That's what I mean. And then you're saying from that, there are names
that time.
Now we ain't talking about Negro League stuff. We talking about what you're saying
exactly.
When they started.
All right. But that's it.
I had to clean up what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Wendy says, hey, ladies. Wendy M says, hey, ladies. Hey, Wendy. Okay, so Michael Jordan challenges Steph Curry for claiming that he's better than Magic Johnson. Now, why did Steph Curry say that? That don't sound like something Steph Curry would say, don't it?
It's like somebody saying they better than Michael Jordan.
I'm saying,
even if their stats were better, they wouldn't say that.
As Stephen A. Smith gears up for a new season of First Take by recruiting Shannon Sharp to the show, that's going to be a fun show. If Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith are on the same show, oh my God, everybody going to watch that show. So that was smart of him to get him. Because Shannon left the sports channel and Stephen left. So them coming together, oh my goodness. Okay, Shannon Sharp to the show. He might also have a future debate partner in Michael Jordan. Earlier this week, Steph Curry appeared on Gil's Arena, a podcast hosted by Gilbert Arenas, whatever, you know his name. During the podcast interview, he asked Curry if he is the greatest point guard ever. After taking a second to absorb the question, that means he thought about it. Steph Curry said,
because he didn't blurt it out right away.
Or he blurted out like, yeah, I'm the best. He thought about it and he said, yeah, yes, I am. Well, I got news for you, buddy. You're not. And I agree with Michael Jordan. And I'm tired of you young buds. First of all, when you ask the young people who their greatest basketball players of all time, they always say Steph Curry or LeBron James first. Mm-hmm. They don't even put Michael Jordan in there until number 4 or number 3.
But they were not young enough to enjoy him like we did. That's what I'm saying. We set the tone for that.
So Tuesday morning on First Takes, Stephen A. Smith agreed with Curry, ranking him ahead of Magic Johnson as the greatest point guard of all time. And Wednesday morning, Smith received a text from someone who vehemently disagreed with that notion that Curry is Magic. So Michael Jordan texts Stephen A. Smith, a guy who don't talk about nothing. I told you he don't
say nothing. And for him to text you, he's serious.
I have to read you a text. This is what Stephen A. Smith said that I received this morning. Guess what time?
Like
5:54 a.m.
Dang, he was up early.
Smith said on First Take before he proceeded to read the message out loud. Good morning, sir. Although greatest of anything is always a debate, I beg to differ on the greatest point guard of all time with what you said. Remember, this is a guy who don't talk about nothing. The text began, according to Smith. Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time. Steph Curry is very close, but not in front of Magic. You must define point guard to really have a serious debate.
There we go.
The text proceeded to call Curry, and it's a lot of words. This is obviously a long text.
I know.
The text proceeded to call Curry the best shooter of all time, which I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
What's a point guard?
Which means he has the stats.
Oh yeah, because I like him. He my dude.
But credited Magic for defining how much the triple-double can impact a basketball game. Defining. Foundation. Create. You wouldn't be there if it wasn't for me.
Thank you. No one will be talking about whatever that was.
Referring to the triple-double as a point guard stat. The texter definitely said Magic was the best at it.
Hands down, drop the mic.
We can go on, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you get the point. A man who don't talk that much.
Right.
Said we can go on. The text kept going. Smith said.
There's a morning text too.
By the way, and he ended it with a by the way. Magic has 5 NBA championships.
How many does Steph have?
Not 5.
Okay.
According to Smith, the 5:45 a.m. text came from Michael Jordan. Wait, so Michael Jordan was concerned about taking up too much of Stephen A. Smith's time? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Thank you.
Even text this bozo.
I know.
The fact that he even has his phone number.
Ooh, okay. And spent time texting the message.
Further, Jordan asked Smith to read the text out loud. On his show.
Oh.
So his opinion of Curry and Magic could be heard.
Yes.
So basically, Michael Jordan embraced the debate.
Yeah.
A man who never talked.
Steph. Steph, is it Stephen?
Steph Curry.
Steph, He started it. Because he could have very well, this could have not even began if he would have said,
I don't know.
I think Magic.
Or I don't know. It's so many.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's so many. I think I'm up there. I definitely think I'm up there.
A humble answer.
Stephen, I definitely think I'm up there in the top 5.
Or Magic Johnson.
Now,
we wouldn't have never heard from Michael Jordan.
It's the same people that when a rapper says he's the greatest, and you look at him and go, sit down. When Kodak Black said he was the greatest rapper of all time.
No.
Sit down.
You gotta
even T.I. And I like T.I. You're not the greatest rapper of all time. But you expect it from rappers, not a basketball player.
And we would growing up, I even had to challenge myself because I would be in a conversation with other people about certain artists, actors, whatever. When we talk about greatest, they're the best in that field. And I got schooled. It was something that we talked about. And the person said, I said someone that was in my time that I knew. I didn't do my research. And you got to understand, if you're a person that does not do research, you don't know who was before you that was in that field. I only talked about what I knew.
Right.
So I made the comment about the artists that I knew. And they said, no, let me correct you, my sister. And they took me back in my mom's days. And they said Ella Fitzgerald. And that shut me down. We're talking about scatting.
Now on here.
So I understand why the young kids are saying the names that they're saying.
On here, y'all said audio is buffering. Is it still buffering?
Oh no.
Because it's nothing I can do.
We on YouTube now.
If it's buffering, it's our Wi-Fi. Can't hear all the lovely and hysterical commentary.
Oh, sorry. And this is on the what you call it. You want me to change it? You may shut it off.
Hold on, y'all.
That's on hotspot.
Where's the audio? Right here? Right here?
No.
Where's your audio at?
The little speaker.
This?
The speaker thing.
This?
In the middle. In the middle, the little speaker. That speaker thing. It has like a
this.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. That. Yeah. It's up.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to tell you.
If it's buffering, I can switch.
What is this not connected? What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Bluetooth. I don't know. Visual froze right before all the audio issues. I don't know what else to say, guys. You were buffering for a minute, but it's corrected itself. Okay.
We're not Streamlabs, so.
All right, y'all. I don't know. I don't feel like going back to talk what I was saying. But anyway, we basically was saying.
No, you were saying that Kodak and them thought that they.
No, they said all of it. Basically, we said Steph Curry don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jordan is upset that Steph Curry says he's the best guard, and that Michael Jordan said Magic Johnson is. It's not Steph Curry.
And you said you did clear up. We need to talk about what is considered a point. What are you saying, point guard?
Right. He's saying look at all the stats
because he's saying he is a better shooter.
Definitely. But not everything.
He's a 3-pointer, real good.
You got to look at a whole thing, not just one thing. Mm-hmm. So I just thought I'd say that, and it could be a little bit of bitterness because people keep saying Steph Curry's better than Michael Jordan. So it could be a little haterade in there with Michael Jordan saying, I'm done hearing about this Steph Curry dude. And that was his final straw, was the Michael Jordan thing.
See, greatest to me, like you said, it transcends all generations. But greatest to me, they laid the foundation for that to even be discussed. People wasn't talking about certain things, even in the sports world, until people have broke records.
Right. Even
though someone comes along and breaks the record, because we know that happens in track and field every 4 years. But who broke the record of being that fast or being that whatever?
Yeah.
We don't do our history when we talk about these various things. So Michael Jordan, thank you for stepping up, man, because you never say nothing.
So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Kiki's here, Mona's here, Wendy's here. I feel like Romper Room. And
I see
Kim,
Mikey
I see
and
Katelia,
Kim.
I see Wendy.
I see Susie.
I see Mona and Wendy.
Y'all, and you know we aging ourselves if you say Romper Room.
I see Kiki
and Joyce. I see little John.
And we're back in the 70s because we have audio problems. And we might as well be in black and white. This might as well be a channel back in the 60s.
Romper Room. And she never said my name.
She never will.
She said yours.
Of course. Every week
I see Kim and
Josh and John and Elizabeth and all our names was every week.
My name was, I could not find a keychain with my name back in the day. Oh, I was always.
She don't see Lenore.
I don't see Lenore.
She didn't even see Eleanor. She didn't see no.
No, I say Eleanor.
Oh, she saw
or
Eleanor.
Leona. I never saw Lenora. And I was like, oh man.
She saw Kim.
I don't have no keychain.
She thinks when she says, I think I fixed it by backing up the video a few minutes and putting it on 2x speed. Hopefully, once I get caught up, it won't mess up again.
Okay. If anybody else
said that somebody got to do that to watch our show.
I know. But
you got to go in and out and do all kind of stuff.
Shut something down, restart.
Once we get this thing fixed, that's why we don't have that many viewers.
Hold on, Kim. Y'all shaking. Let me shut down and restart.
We already yellow where they don't put our video out. And then YouTube is like, I'm not putting that crappy video out that's nobody can hear and everything.
Like this.
So until we get those issues fixed, y'all, we're not going to grow into a big giant audience. We just, y'all beginners, y'all,
well, you said
y'all can see it all from the beginning.
You looked into some people who have had issues overseas.
Yeah, they changed
with
the
satellite channels.
So we'll change
We'll see.
All right, big debate tonight. That's why we're not going to go past 7. What time debate start, Mom?
You know, I don't know.
What?
7 is usually a good time.
She don't know what time the debate starts.
Oh, but she knew what time the Bachelorette was coming on. She had everybody watching the Bachelorette. Watch the finale.
Katelia says, Lenora, I love your t-shirt.
We designed this, you guys.
Wendy M says at 4.02 is where I lost audio.
Our company, we designed this for an organization.
All right, so let's go. So the presidential debate is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The Republican presidential debate is tonight. The GOP. Uh-huh. So everybody's putting their bet in.
Everyone except
we could
call over,
and you could do drinking games without liquor. You could do the Christian version, the virgin version.
So what does that mean? What do you mean?
Get a glass of juice or something and take a sip every time you hear something.
Trump's name?
Every time you hear Trump's name, take a
write down every time
you hear Trump's name.
Because I told my sister.
Every time you hear that the Department of Justice or the FBI is targeting Trump, take a swig of juice.
I told my sister, I said, they shouldn't say nothing in this debate tonight about Trump. Any fairness, unfairness, anything. You can beat up Biden. You can beat up his son. You can even pull Hillary in. And what you going to do for the country and the nation. But any name, I want Fat Boy, Fred Flintstone, and the other guy that's on there to nip it in the bud if they even come out and say, well, I think you guys shouldn't be messing with Trump. He's blah, blah, blah.
The first Republican presidential debate for 2024 race takes place today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So they're all here.
Not far from us.
Trump won't participate. Really? Instead, he will appear in an interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson.
Same time.
Possibly at the same time the debate airs.
We're going to record it.
It said possibly.
We'll record it.
I don't think it's going to end I don't think it's going to be the same time.
You don't think?
Because I think he wants to maximize his audience. And by doing that, you automatically let your audience, and you're stupid if you do that.
Because I thought he would want to do that because he want to see. He always talks about ratings,
but he can't do that anymore.
He's running out of money.
I have more ratings than you guys. He can't. He's raising money.
Okay,
he's raising money. So he has a billionaire raising money for his legal fees. A quote unquote billionaire.
Quote unquote.
That should show you right there that he's not a billionaire. Mm-hmm. But did you see, by the way? I already told you that he buried his ex-wife in the back
Marlo,
of
what is it?
Did you see her burial site?
Is it real tiny and little, or is it big and fabulous? Is it like a beautiful marble, something, gold frame, name etched?
My book is thicker than the plate that's on the ground over her burial thing. It's a plate, has her name on it, and her birth, her date of birth and death.
And the kids didn't even fight to make that change.
And the grass has grown over it.
I fought the kids.
He buried.
We knew how he felt about her when he cheated on her.
His wife at Mar-a-Lago so he can have a tax break.
Right, but not even taking care of the property.
It became a historical site or something like that when he did that. And he don't even keep up on the grave. Ain't no flowers.
But that's his kid's fault.
That's his kid's fault.
His daughter, his sons, dad, or pay for it yourself. Make sure your mom's, in fact, it shouldn't even be thin as this.
It's not even that thick.
That was their mom. That was who they raised them.
She wrote a book. I don't know if it went out yet or if it was on its way out. Which is probably why she fell down the stairs. Just like Putin. Anybody who hates Putin. I hate you, Putin.
And then they see him no more.
Oh, you fell out the window?
They do that in China too.
Oh. How did that guy fall out the window with a sheet wrapped around his neck?
Remember the athlete in China, the lady? We didn't see her for a while. Oh my gosh.
But in the book, it was saying that he used to abuse her.
Oh no.
Physically abuse.
And they were fighting for that book to not come out.
He fell down the stairs. She fell down the stairs. And she's buried at Mar-a-Lago with a plate like this, with the grass growing over.
I fought the kids. I know that man ain't for him to even put her there for tax purposes and for his purpose. The kids need to be checking in on her. What's wrong with the daughter? She went in hiding.
Because I told you they
her
after
and her husband.
She had, in New York, they after them.
Go by, send a drone or something and see how your mom's. No, I'm saying
that means she would have to come there. I don't think she comes there.
Call somebody. Go check on my mom's.
Those guys if those Mexican guys who deleted the tapes, the ground guys, they could cut the grass around there. They cut it everywhere else on Mar-a-Lago.
That's sad. How'd you find that out?
Oh no! Trump told us not to. No. One day I cut around there. Oh no!
He told me no.
He told me give it the tape. Show me cutting around there. No. He don't want no one know where it is. No. I asked no questions. No questions. They asked questions when he said delete that thing. The one Mexican came to the other one and said he wants you, the big guy wants you to delete the tape. Oh no. He said he'll send you to Mexico if you don't. Oh no, I go worse. He sent me anyway, senor. I delete tape, he still send me.
I won't come back.
No. I read those files in the bathroom, senor. No. I know it's everybody reading it. The people who work there reading it. Classified documents with FBI informants' names in there and where they're listed.
It's in the washroom. It's reading material.
Oh, senor, I was in there. You know,
I was reading while it was.
I saw FBI informants, senor, and I ran. Oh, he's on Main Street. Oh. He goes by the name of his rules. Oh, let's see. The wife and 3 kids. He's pretending that he lives there, but he really doesn't. No. He's an FBI informant. Oh, senor. I read all that. Look what else I read, senor. Let's see. Oh, there was an alien found on, senor. I saw that there.
He got some stuff on Hillary too, don't he? And her husband. Oh gosh. How did you find out the grass was not the plot?
I watched it. The guy did a whole thing on it on YouTube.
They showed
the picture, drone.
Oh,
flying over there.
Oh my goodness.
Ask him about that on the debate tonight.
No, he's doing the a story. He's not doing the debate. He feels he's ahead.
No, I'm saying the ones that's on the thing.
Remember, we don't.
What do y'all think about Trump? How he buried his ex-wife?
We are writing down the number of times they say the name. They cannot say that name or defend or anything that's going on with him, whether they feel good about it or not.
Well, the debate will be a test of sorts to see if candidates can emerge from Trump's shadow in the GOP primary. Trump has dominated the primary so far. So this is many of the candidates' first chance to introduce themselves to a larger audience of millions. Veteran Republican communications strategist Alice Stewart spoke to All Things Considered Mary Louise Kelly about how the candidates should approach the debate. Biden administration kicked off a new student loan repayment plan. That's something else. So anyway, that's another thing, that story tomorrow. Okay, what are they going to do? Are you going to attack them? Are you going to stay clear because you want to be the vice president and on his cabinet? Mm-hmm. Are you going to act stupid when they ask you any question about Trump and try to change the narrative? Yeah. Change the narrative to talk about something else? Mm-hmm. Are you going to go in like Fred Flintstone? We know what he's going to do.
We know where he's coming from. He ready. He ready.
Embarrassment.
And I want him. I told my sister, if any of those candidates say anything negative about what's going on,
they are
with Trump,
they're gonna say he was targeted.
If they say anything, I hope Fred Flintstone
is gonna say it doesn't matter whether he's targeted or not, he's a criminal.
Thank you.
And he needs to be, and if he's innocent, this is what Fred Flintstone's gonna say.
Okay.
He'll have his day in court like he did last time, and they threw it out.
We all need it.
I told him, I'm talking like Flintstone.
Okay.
I told him when he first said that the election was rigged, you might be right. Take it to the high court and let them decide. When he went to the high court, they told him, you have no case here. All the stuff that you brought us means nothing. Mm-hmm. It's nobody broke any laws.
Too? Is that what it is?
So that means you lost. Yeah. Get over it.
Yeah.
Fred Flintstone is going to say, I told him in his face that day. Yeah. Drop it.
Yeah.
Move on. You're absolutely correct. Hillary, Al Gore, all of them, Stacey Abrams, Obama, everybody has said that a part of an election was stolen. But when they lost, when Al Gore lost in court, he moved on.
Yes, dude. Yeah.
You didn't. And that's why they're after you. Then you pissed off a black woman in Atlanta by going after 2 other black women. The black women that you went after, you said they were crooks. You called them crackheads and everything.
If the other candidates don't speak that way,
you're in Atlanta, Georgia,
right?
And you attacked 2 black women in Atlanta, Georgia, and you caused their lives nothing but misery. Where they chased home and people coming to their house and threatening them. And you don't think that a black district attorney or attorney general is going to come after you in Georgia?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
But that's what I'm saying.
I'll be more afraid of her, Fanny, than I am of the FBI.
That's what I'm saying. I got to hear what these guys are going to be saying. And to your point, are they going to be tiptoeing?
They're going to tiptoe.
Because they don't want to shake
Huckleberry Finn, the black guy. What's his bubblehead? Tim Scott. He's going to skate around
Why do you call him Huckleberry Finn?
He's going to skate around it. I used to like him.
Oh,
not only has he knocked on the door of the master, he's moved in with his black self. You're supposed to be in the field. You are not a light-skinned Negro.
No, he's a house Negro.
How is he? He's dark.
It don't matter. He's trying to get his.
You're a field Negro trying to pass off as a mixed generation living in a master's house.
See, we're gonna see how they.
You are Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. And you ain't gonna change.
Yes, but we'll see. I want to see where they're going because they do, like you're saying. In my head, in our opinion,
don't let him beat up on 2 black women.
They don't want to stir up the mega people. They need them to help them get, or they also want Trump to see, I had your back. I didn't talk about you. I didn't say nothing negative about you. I was in agreement.
And they think we just dumb.
Can you give me a position? Can I?
They think black people stupid. That's why they put Herschel Walker up there.
Oh.
They thought we just gonna vote for him because he black. Oh, I'm a
conservative black.
I'm a werewolf. I'm black. Werewolves is black, ain't they? You ain't never seen a white werewolf, have you? They all brown and black.
Right.